Earlier in the video, branch coverage was mentioned. Unit testing can help you validate multiple paths or branches. This can be when there are switch case or if-else statements with different outcomes depending on API responses or user interaction. Manually testing these branches can be difficult, especially when these paths are hard to reproduce. The done button tapped method has an if statement creating a testing branch. It reads the variable for value has been set, and depending on the true-false value, it sets the button text variable to a different string. As before, put the code and test file side by side and lay out the testing outline placeholders. There needs to be a branch for when the variable is true and a branch for when the variable is false. Let's first focus on the true branch. Inject a value of true into the variable to ensure that when the test calls done button tapped, that the code will fall into the correct path. Now, as we've done before, write an it statement that reflects what happens. Nothing earth-shattering so far. It's not until we run the test that we see that we are missing code coverage for the second branch. This particular UI shows red and white stripes to indicate that the compiler never got past this section. Missing branch coverage is usually the easiest to spot when checking code coverage reports. And why this total is 71% and not 50%, I can't say. It has something to do with how the compiler sweeps over the code and some other goblin magic, I don't know, who cares? Remember, it's really a ballpark estimate, which is why it's so important for developers to be thorough when writing your test cases. So now we need to write a test case for the false branch. We basically just duplicate what we did in the true branch, only this time we inject the value of false, which ensures that when before each calls done button tapped, the compiler falls into the false branch. Now write the it for the false case. Running the test now clears the missed coverage indicator and gives 100% on the coverage report. While this example of dependency injection is simple, it also illustrates how to reach multiple code branches. Coming up, we will see more complicated dependency injection.